And so he comes on the show every Friday at this time to just talk about two of them that he has seen so that we know whether it's worth seeing them this weekend. Good morning and welcome back to the show, Van Connor. How are you?
Oh, I'm all good. Mr. Ball, how you doing?
Yes, not too bad. Very much looking forward to the weekend. Have you had a busy week of premieres and sipping cocktails with celebrities?
Do you know, it's been kind of a nice chill one, actually, since the Oscars. We had the Oscars on Sunday night, Monday morning, so everyone's kind of like been in a waking zombie state. It's the only night of the year when you know the British film critics have had to work through the actual, hours of the night. Because I think it doesn't finish until like 3 a.m.
Wow, okay, that's a big old job, that one. So where do you want to start then? You've got two movies to talk about today.
Yeah, so we'll start by talking about The New Boy, which is a new Australian movie starring Cate Blanchett from director Warwick Thornton. This is the story of a rebellious nun who runs a convent in, I think this is early 20th century Australia. She has basically made her business in taking in Aboriginal orphans and basically teaching them to read and write and going on to have like careers as farmhands, effectively. This is her shtick. She's, as I say, a nun herself, so, spiritually based. She takes in a young boy one day, played by relative newcomer Aswan Reid, who starts to display a unique connection, not only to faith, but to spirituality and supernaturality entirely, that causes her belief system to shake as this bond between them starts to develop. I've got a clip for you to set the tone.
To the Aboriginal protector, Mr. Crank. I am writing regarding the progress of the new boy you sent us. After a shaky start, he is learning to read and to write. He has a passion for Christ, and I feel that he may even follow in my footsteps.
Wow, this sounds like quite a deep, emotive movie. Am I right?
Yes, it's a very moving film. It's quite low key. It's quite subdued. It's quite dulcet in its mannerisms, but it's wonderfully shot. Warwick Thornton has kind of a history as a cinematographer as much as a director. This is arguably his biggest venture to date, though, and having Blanchett on board delivering the performance that she does here, I think is really going to be the precursor for something really big from this guy. I don't want to sideline the amazing performance, though, from Aswan Reid, the young boy, who's absolutely tremendous in this. Relatively little dialogue, but he's great.
Okay, well, that's The New Boy, and you can see it today and over the weekend at Curzon, Oxford, if you'd like to give that one a whirl. Next, then, we are going to look at Drive Away Dolls. So set us the scene for this one, Van.
So Drive Away Dolls is set in about 1999, I think, thereabouts, period piece about two young gay women who go on a road trip together. One of them, the wilder of the two, played by Margaret Qualley, has just been dumped by her girlfriend, been kicked out, and the younger, more straight-laced of the two, Geraldine Viswanathan, a bit more bookish, bit more introverted. She wants to go and visit her aunt. Her mate comes along for the ride, and they do this drive-away thing that I think teenagers used to do, according to pop culture in the US, where they would take a job for a courier to deliver a parcel, and they would basically get their travel paid for, as long as they did this courier job along the way. They get the wrong courier parcel and get hunted by people along the way. I've got a clip for you, and this is the pair returning to the ex-girlfriend's home to find her in a bit of a rage.
Jesus! Oh, God!
Suki, don't! What are you doing?
I don't want it anymore!
You said she wouldn't be here.
Suki, I'm just taking my own stuff. That was a gift. I wanted you to have it.
I don't want it, and we're not going to both use it.
Suki.
No, take Alice, too. I never liked her. And she won't stop barking.
How can I take the dog, Suki? I don't have a home. Remember? You kicked me out.
So is this a rom-com or just a comedy, or how would you kind of genre it?
Rom-dram-com would be it's a real genre hopper. The weird thing is, this is a solo effort from one of the Coen brothers. This is from Ethan Coen. Joel Coen went and did The Tragedy of Macbeth with Denzel a couple of years ago. Got some Oscar love for that. This is not going to go anywhere near as well. So Ethan Coen's co-written this with his partner Trisha Cook, and I can see what they're going for, but it's undermined entirely by the fact that it has just one of the least likable leads I've seen in a movie in some time. And you could hear Margaret Qualley, daughter of Andy McDowell, I believe, in that clip, doing what sounds like her god-awful screeching Miley Cyrus impersonation. Like, that sounds like listening to Miley Cyrus talk, which is not fun at the best of times. It certainly isn't over the course of... I should mention, this is only about 86 minutes long. It feels about twice that, because... it drops all the shtick and the screwball antics in favor of character stuff that you don't care about, because other than Geraldine Viswanathan, there's nothing to really invest in. Margaret Qualley is one of the most annoying people I've seen in a film in quite some time, and I do not for the life of me understand why she keeps getting cast.
I'll tell you something that confused me slightly on this is Matt Damon is in it, but he's not billed as one of the actors or one of the big actors, so I'm assuming, is that just a small cameo role?
It is just a small cameo. Pedro Pascal is in there as well. There's a couple of neat little cameos along the way. The brilliant Bill Camp gets an appearance in there as well. It's worth a look. Coleman Domingo, Joey Slotnick. It's worth a look for the cameos. But you're going to get that from anything with a Coen attached to it. And unfortunately, this is definitely not up to the standards of what we would call a Coen Brothers movie. Definitely not.
Well, if you want to make your own mind up, you can actually see it in Oxford from today. It's at the Odeon, Phoenix Picture House and View. It's also showing at Cineworld in Didcot and Whitney, and The Light in Banbury. It's also going to be shown throughout the weekend and into next week, if you do fancy having a look at Drive Away Dolls and catching it yourself. Top work. Thank you, Van. Have a lovely rest of the weekend, and we shall return next Friday with some more movies to talk about. Anything big on the horizon?
Well, we've got the return of, I believe, 4 men in boiler suits with proton packs next week. So that's right. The Ghostbusters are returning next week.
Ah, brilliant. We'll see what you think of that one then. Have a lovely weekend, and we shall speak then.
Till the next time, good sir.
Thanks, Van. It's 11:23.